My professional experience is as a theatre voice coach, so I'm constantly working with actors, mainly students, but a lot of professional actors as well, that are dealing with performance anxiety. They're dealing with problems focusing going into auditions and rehearsals and really high intensity performances as well. I'm also an actor, so I know the other side. This is not just theory that I'm working on. I've actually had really bad performance anxiety in the past. So I've been practicing and teaching the 3-point focus for about 6 years now. It combines all the main elements that we need as actors. So we start with a really great sense of foundation. We then move on to a sense of breath awareness. And lastly, we end with alignment. And this also combines the element of curiosity, which is an actor's greatest asset. The idea for working with fragrance came from a project I worked on with Leah called Chants to Catacombes. This is a site-specific promenade piece of theatre in which the audience moves around, and each of the different spaces they move to was individually centred. We saw in this project how people were really disoriented by the different scents that were used in the space, and I started thinking, wow, if we can really disorient people in that way, does that mean that we can then orient people in that way? Some of the results that we've seen from using the ESR system have been absolutely outstanding. And so we've been testing an enormous group of actors, getting results from them on a weekly basis on their progress while they've been using the system. A lot of them have been using it from the 3rd week onwards in terms of auditions, in terms of performance, and in terms of high intensity rehearsal. Before using the ESR system, what we would find is that actors would go into a high intensity situation, a high pressure situation. They would lose their sense of focus. They would lose their grounding, and maybe they would pick it up halfway through their audition. Maybe at the end of the audition. They'd beat themselves up after the audition for not being able to maintain it. What we've found since using it is that actors get into that space or onto that stage and they just hit the ground running.